Francisco de Goya was born in Fuentillos, Spain on March 30th, 1749. At age 14, Francisco was an apprentice to José Luzán, a local painter. As he grew older, his interest in art also grew. He later went to Italy to continue his studies. Upon returning home, Goya painted frescoes for the local cathedral. The Rococo traditional works helped establish his artistic reputation. 2 years after, in 1771, Francisco married Josefa Bello. They had many children, but only one, Xavier, survived to adulthood. Goya began to draw cartoons for the Royal Tapestry Factory in 1775. This helped develop his artistic ability even more. Goya was mostly influenced by Neoclassicism, which is the art that draws its inspiration from the classical culture of ancient Greece and ancient Rome. He soon became an established portrait painter to the Spanish aristocracy. In 1780, he was elected into the Royal Academy of San Fernando, where he was then named painter to the king. Francisco came down with a serious illness that left him permanently deaf in 1792. Due to his condition, Goya isolated himself from others and became overly occupied by the fantasies and inventions of his imagination. During the Napoleonic invasion and also the Spanish War of Independence, Francisco served as a court painter to the French. Goya was not favored by the Spanish king, even though he was pardoned for serving the French during the war. From 1819 to 1824, Goya lived in a secluded house outside Madrid. He developed a personal style, most executed in the black paintings on the wall of his house. In them expressed Goya's darkest visions. Goya went into voluntary exile in France, where he lived in Bordeaux and continued to work until he died on April 16, 1828. One popular portrait that Goya painted was called Portrait of Mariano Goya. It was a painting of his only grandson, who he painted on several occasions. In this specific picture, Mariano appears to be between 6 and 7 years old. His pose and his thoughtful face are meant to portray the affection Goya had for his grandson.